Hey y'all, out on my little walk, evening walk per usual. And I had this thought that I really just wanted to share. Um, and it's really hard to see me because it's hot outside, the sun is out. I don't even want to do this evening walk, so I have on my like one of my little house clothes and I'm doing this walk, but we're doing it, okay? Because otherwise it's just not gonna happen. So anyway, I'm looking at this really disturbing reel. And basically, the real is the girl is at dinner or at lunch with her boyfriend, and they're having a meal together, and he's just relaxed, enjoying his food, not thinking much of anything. Meanwhile, she's sitting down, stressed and anxious over the calories that are in the bread, the calories that are in the egg, the calories that are in all the things. And I know many women like myself also have that same fear. Like, even if it's like a salad or maybe, a delicious pair of veggies, you kind of find yourself so anxiously worried about the calories. Meanwhile, your boyfriend is sitting there and it's just a regular Tuesday. It's just a regular meal. He's not stressed. He's not pressed. He's just enjoying his food. And I thought to myself, like, there's something like really bothering me about this, that women feel all this stress and anxiety over food because we have been told as women that we have to control every single ounce of calorie just to maintain our weight or look good. And that's just not a way to live, you know? Hold on. And so I started thinking and then I have a couple of my aunties. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that, but a couple of my aunties and my mom are all on GLP-1s. And it was like the only effective way that they could lose the weight. So I'm talking about like two things at once. But then I started thinking to myself, like, hold the heck on. What is it about the woman's metabolism that we don't understand? Because it seems like women have to resort to all these things. Walk 10,000 steps a day. Eat all this. Oh, I need to do a whole rant about this protein craze. Eat all this protein. Do all these things just to be aesthetic, like healthy in the way that they want, but also to look the way they want. And I'm like, there's something about that that's not right. It bothers me so much. It bothers me, hold on, so much because, you can't live like that. You can't live a life where every time you go somewhere, you got to bring your food. You can't live a life where every time, you and your boyfriend are going out to dinner, you're the one that's sitting there anxiously worried about the calories. You can't live like that. I think weight loss should not be stressful. It needs to be reviving and fun and exciting. And this journey to getting yourself in the best shape of your life that you can maintain with practicality. And I was doing a deep dive on insulin. I'm doing like a deep research on insulin right now. Not that I don't know what it is, but because I'm just trying to understand how does it work for women, especially because I've seen so many women going up and down the scale, struggling to lose weight, doing 75,000 things just to feel, hold on y'all, this is lighting, just to feel good, just to look good. And I'm just like, hold on. There's got to be a better method, because you can't spend your whole life anxious, skipping out on events, not going to restaurants, doing, and listen, I'm not against bringing your food places. I'm not against, eating before you go places. But my God, like, who can live like that every time there's a social event, especially if you're a person with a highly social life? And food is I know in my culture, food is such a communal thing. Like, it just seems like women are always resorting to these high extremities just to look and feel like they're best. And I just don't think that's the way that we have to live our lives as women. We should be able to lose the body fat that we want to lose and look good and relax around our food and enjoy and have fun and do workouts that we love, do things that fill our souls. This needs to be a journey of getting ourselves together so that we can run and play with our nieces and nephews, or be able to climb up the stairs, not get tired, have good health markers. But it does become a very stressful activity for women because I think the science about weight loss regarding women is really poor. And I really think somebody, including me, needs to do the work to see what really is it. Now, I'm not talking about fat loss. I'm talking about for women. And I'm not talking about no lifting heavy and eating 30,000 grams of protein. Because not every woman wants to do that. Not every woman wants to lift heavy weights. I don't want to lift heavy weights. Don't tell me to do it. I'm not doing that. And I've lost 236 pounds naturally by myself. And I'm like, wait a minute, Lord. There's something about the female metabolism, specifically black women, because I'm going to be real. Like GLP-1s for black women have been a miracle. You have a lot of black women who have been, now I have two thoughts, about fat loss in women and emotional eating and food addiction. And a lot of people don't realize that that's why they can't lose weight. But anyway, I think it's something weird about it. Why are women struggling to lose body fat? What are the actual causes, and what is it about the female metabolism that makes weight loss hard? Why do calories matter for women? Look at me. Look at the research in me coming out. I'm about to form a hypothesis right on YouTube. Is it really, truly... Is it that weight loss for women is just hard? Or are there just things that we just don't understand about Are there just things that we don't understand about the female metabolic response that contribute to the lack of information, in which we end up using the science that have been based on male bodies for women bodies? I'm saying this to say this because metabolic health is, metabolism is essentially the way your body processes and distributes energy amongst your body. That's what metabolism is. You can't have a broken metabolism. It's set. Now, you can work to heal your cellular level that will contribute to a stronger metabolism, which means that your insulin, your pancreas, and all those things, your digestive system, that they metabolize energy and distribute it properly. But, there's no such thing as a high and low metabolism. But one thing I would say that really bothers me, excuse me, is that for women, especially black women, I really don't think we understand the female metabolism. And I pray by God's grace that He opens our eyes and minds to understand the female body. Because with women, it's not just the insulin. It's the pancreas. It's the reproductive system, digestive and insulin, I think, that all work together. So for women, for example, you can have a functioning insulin. This is my hypothesis, unstudied. But a broken, a broken reproductive system. It's hot, yeah. A broken reproductive system that throws everything else off. And a lot of women are having to resort to things like GLP-1s because they are doing the things. They are eating whole foods. They are, eating adequate protein. They're getting 15,000 steps a day. But for some reason or another, their body fat mass is too high. And it's hell trying to get it off and keep it off. Something about that is off. And one of my hypotheses are that one of the reasons why women struggle harder to lose body fat is not necessarily too many calories. I think it's the lack of scientists and researchers understanding the totality of a woman's body. This is a long hypothesis. That essentially would contribute to the understanding that do calories really matter for women? And I always say no. I truly believe it's the quality and the quantity of a food that contributes to weight loss and sustainability. Because let me tell you, calories only tell you the energy, but studying the food tells you what that energy is going to do for your body. So, for example, you can have, everybody's talking about sardines, but the reason why sardines are metabolically strong are because that kind of energy, and one thing that kind of energy that sardines has is because sardines are a compound food. And one thing about compound foods are they contain fat and protein, or like beans, protein and carbs. So those kind of foods are already going to be super vital for your insulin levels, for your fat. Women thrive off fats, pecans, walnuts, flaxseed, etc. Women need fat. Fat helps our reproductive system. It heals a lot of inflammatory markers in our bodies and our cells. Don't blow the horn at me. This is not DC. I have left that place. Technically. Kind of. Anyway. So, oh God, the sun. Sorry, y'all. But I don't know. I just think that there's more to fat loss for women than just calories and eating according to your cycle, which is stressful. Like, who is switching their meals every single week? Not me. Girl, that's crazy. And all these things that people are suggesting to women, even in menopause. And I think seeing my auntie, my mom go through menopause, it starts to make me think, like, wait a minute, we don't understand the woman body at all. All we tell women is period menopause. We don't tell women, or we don't really understand, we don't have enough research, really, on female bodies. Why is her car going off like that? So anyway, things like sardines, and I've been eating sardines for a minute, and now I'm like, dang, every time I go to the store, sardines are gone. But they're one of my powerful superfoods because sardines naturally activate, y'all know GLP-1 is a hormone in the gut, right? So it naturally activates the GLP-1 receptor, which tells the leptin and ghrelin part of your brain we're full. So that's why somebody can eat sardines and they feel okay. And then you add like a little sweet potato or a big bowl of collard greens like I do, and you're full for like 5-6 hours. And not only are you getting full, like your body's healing. I haven't had period cramps in years. I cannot tell you last time I had period cramps. Cannot tell you. But anyway, y'all, this is like so random. Look at my face. Just let your soul grow. Anyway, so that's just my rant. And I hope it makes sense. But yeah, I'm really passionate about this. Like, I really do pray that God opens the door for me to get into women's research and obesity research, because y'all gonna see my name on the little, you know how you read the abstract and you see Dr. So-and-so? That's gonna be me. Give me a little bit of time, but that's about to be me on God. You know what else is on God? The sun. The Lord really is saying, repent. I'm just kidding. Baby, the summertime is a whole turn to Jesus. I'm just kidding. I don't do all that. But I'm just saying, the sun is giving like, whoo, child. Tell God yes. Give God a yes. Hold on, real funny, real quick. You know what really be taking me out? Like, I love God, but I'm such a comedian in my head. I be making jokes in my head. I be telling myself, Amber, behave. And it be killing me when people be talking about, or not killing me, it be taking me out when people be talking about, they be talking about, some tell God yes. It just be, I don't know why that cracks me up so much. I think it's because the way they say it, and I'll be like, and then they be wanting the reaction, like they won't get a cry and fall out. And I'm like, what if they told God yes, they're just not emotional? Like, you gonna make them fall? I remember one time I literally saw this pastor make somebody fall, and I said, now that's not ethical. Why you push some people down? See, thing with me, you think I'm not falling. And you're not going to make me fall. You're not going to push me down. Because if you push me, I may push you back. In Jesus' name. All right. I'm about to sign off here. Finish. Oh, my gosh, y'all. Those evening walks, it's like your whole day just melts off you. Whew. Okay, I'm hot. I'm finna go back inside, get ready to take my shower. I go to bed so early, y'all. I'm such a, like, 8 o'clock bedtime, 9 o'clock girly. So anybody see me outside past 9, you know I love you.